banger.
Everything that I do, I did it just for me.
How's everyone doing? If you see this, I know you clicked on this video because that relationship you had in 2023 needs to be done. It needs to be over. It's one-sided. It needs to stop. I know you've been loving this girl for a minute, or you've been loving this guy for a minute. It's time to let go of old relationships, stuff that's not going to improve you. Old relationships that y'all don't even see each other getting married at. What's the point of dating if you don't possibly see someone, you marry? Even if y'all end up taking a break is fine, but y'all might as well break up. Even if y'all were cuddling, doing whatever y'all doing, bro, which really y'all shouldn't be doing, but cuddling ain't bad, just, but anyway, y'all shouldn't, if the relationship is not good anymore, stop trying to hold on to it. If God were allowing it, he would. If God was allowing it to be successful, he would allow it to be successful. You know how people say that God will allow people to come back together if the relationship doesn't go well and y'all kind of fall away and fall apart, God will allow it to come back together. A lot of times, yeah, that may happen, but a lot of times that doesn't happen. A lot of times people move on to somebody else. And it don't matter if you love that person to death. You can love somebody and y'all can love each other and the fit just be terrible. Sometimes there's a limit to love. There's a limit, because if y'all don't have similar traits, morals, interests, it's hard to connect. It's hard to connect. It just is. And I'm not a relationship guru, but I know this from experience. When y'all are on the same page mentally, spiritually, y'all won't, the chemistry is gonna be terrible. Like, that relationship that you holding on to when there's a bunch of other girls out here, yeah, you may be like, oh yeah, there's no girls in this generation, there's no guys in this generation that will treat me right. Yeah, you saying that, there's other people out here that you ain't met yet. And look, I'm in the same boat as you. Don't worry, because look, I've met who I've met, right? And you've met who you've met. So like, up to this point, you know that the people you've met, you haven't been with. And even if the person you've been with, loves you to death, y'all still may not be a good fit. What I'm trying to tell you is, it's time to leave a relationship that isn't benefiting you anymore, and it's one-sided. You never want to be in a relationship that's one-sided. I've been in talking stages that have been one-sided. One-sided. You don't need to be in a one-sided. No. You're wasting time. If there isn't a mutual interest for each other, a same level of interest for each other, then it's time to let it go. Just like a guy, like everybody calls people simps. Now, I know the definition of simp is basically when a guy, right? A guy or a girl likes the other person that may not even know who they are, or they like them and they don't even like them back. Now, and then there's, other people are like, oh, treating a girl like she's a quote unquote queen, that's called simping. There's a difference between treating a girl right, and there's a difference between treating a girl right and treating her like she's like the prettiest girl in the world, right? If you treat her like she's the prettiest girl in the world and she don't even know who you are, she don't even want anything to really do with you, but she don't even know who you are, that's simping, low-key. Like, it's simping, but at the same time, you treating her good because you see something in her. Now, treating a girl right, you treating her with respect, treating her with, desire and love, but you're not overly lovey-dovey on her. There's a difference. Now, you see a lot of girls these days, they're talking about how they're not being treated right and how they've been abused and everything like that by guys. And I see it all the time, and I hear it all the time. And I just think about, like, there's a difference between simping. Like, being a simp isn't what you really think it is. Society will try to shape how relationships are because there's no direction in society. Everybody is believing one thing or another. Now, whatever's a trend to call somebody a simp, they're gonna ride that trend till it dies. Because remember how all the old trends that we used to hear about, how you don't even hear about them anymore? Like, you don't hear about some stuff back then, like maybe a couple years ago, maybe a year ago, that you hear like these days. You don't. Like certain phrases, certain words, you don't hear it. So just think about it. Like, trends die and trends come back alive 10 plus years later. So why I get the simp and stuff, but why? I don't care if the relationship isn't mutual. It's just time to let it go. It's time to let it go. There's no point in wasting your time, your money, especially your money, and your energy, especially your money and your energy, bro. You don't want to waste any more money. You don't want to waste $100, bro. $100 is still like crazy, especially for like a first date. That's crazy. But like I said, I'm not a relationship guru. All I'm trying to say is it's time for healthier relationships in 2023. It's time to let go of old relationships in 2023. It's time to get on your money, get in your bag, whatever they say, whatever you have to do to get to your goals. That relationship will be there whenever it's available. If God foresees that y'all get back together, y'all will. You gotta allow God to work in your life. That's why it's so important that you read and you study. Because sometimes you open your Bible and you open it and God will give you a verse. You'll randomly turn to a Bible and he'll give you a verse that will tell you literally everything that you need to know. Everything that you need to know about your situation. It may not even be directly correlated with your, like with what you have going on, but there's always a key piece of the Bible that you always need to remember. And whenever you read, sometimes you read and you're like, oh man, I really needed this. Like, when you really break down verses, you won't realize what you really needed. But lesson learned is, make sure y'all, whenever y'all going into this new year, make sure y'all have the right people around you. Make sure if you need to end a relationship, end the relationship. Because 2024, we got goals, bro. But I appreciate y'all for watching. Peace.